Today we've got something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a project in the garage, something I've been wanting to do for a while, but in this short video we'll be replacing the OEM incandescent turn signal bulbs with LED panels. These are manufactured by a company called Weiser Technik. I've known about the company for many years, and they make a lot of products for motorcycles, especially for BMWs, and all the products are really fit for specific OEM replacement. So I've been wanting to do it for a while. I ordered a kit that includes both the front and the rear turn signals. There's 4 LED panels in all. It turns out the front and the rear are exactly alike, so there's 2 kits, and we'll be replacing all 4 of the turn signals. All of the electrical connectors match 1-to-1 with the stock, so it should be pretty straightforward. So we'll be heading into the garage and swapping these out. In this video, I'll do an unboxing, and then I'll do the replacement. And I will also show you a side-by-side comparison of the OEM light versus the Weiser Technik LED panels that I'll be replacing it with. Each panel has 12 LED diodes. They're super bright, and visibility is extremely important, especially in situations in traffic like this. So we'll be making that swap over, and I'll give you my impressions. Should be a pretty easy project, so follow along. Hello friends, I'm Duncan. I'm a traveler and explorer, and I love to tell the stories of my experiences. By the way, I'm filming this today on my DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro camera. Although I'm very heavily invested in GoPro, I have decided to make the switch for my main motovlog camera over to the DJI. So I'll put at the very end of the video, I'll put a little bit behind the scenes about the camera and some of the settings and some of my deliberation between GoPro and DJI if you're interested. You probably saw in the unboxing there is a small pamphlet that comes with it that outlines really the 8 different steps to replace these turn signals. Very straightforward. The only tools that you're really going to need are going to be a Phillips head screwdriver with a small bit. I think the only caution would be not to strip the small Phillips head screws as you're taking it out, and then to make sure that everything goes back in and is sealed tightly. There is one precaution that's noted in here that I do want to mention. You'll notice that there's a blue wire and a brown wire for the electrical connections to the LED panel. One note that they have here, after you connect it up, if the indicator does not flash, you may have the terminals reversed. One thing I would recommend to you is, as you are putting these on and you get the LED panel connected, to actually try the lights and make sure that it's functional before you put it all back in there and you screw it down. Overall, I think a very easy process to connect things up and great improvement in visibility on the bike. Let's get going with the replacement. Turn those off. Give you a view inside light. You see where the stub for the turn signal indicator comes out and actually has the slot in it. And again, this little pin says bike side and insert clip. So bike side, so we'll want to go this way. Notice how we're putting that in there and click it until it's all the way in. And that's what it should look like on all sides. So we're good to go on that. And you can see the 2 wires a little bit more visible here on the front with the garage door open here today. And again, our LED panel with the 12 diodes in it. Fairly clean, fairly well done. So bringing this in, connecting. Make sure that connector is seated all the way down in there. Do the same thing here for the other side. And let me try our hazards again. That's working. Okay, so just another view of how that LED panel fits in there and surrounds that clip. Lens cover goes in. Try to make sure that that's nice and tight and seated. Try to get that nice and snug so that it's weather tight. Don't want to over tighten that, but certainly want to make sure that it is secure. It's good to go. Okay, and we are finished. We have all 4 turn signal indicators replaced. I would say on a scale of 1 to 5, for 5 being the most difficult, this is like a 0. This is super easy, super straightforward. I think the hardest part of the whole thing is just making sure that you have a small enough Phillips screwdriver so that you don't end up stripping the screw head. Very easy, really like it. It's very simple to do. I think that will be super high visibility. We'll give you a view of just a turn signal view as well. Nice and bright. Nice and bright. And just a view with the brake light. Let me reach my foot up there. And I'm not sure with the LEDs how that's going to do with the video, but pretty straightforward. Crank it up. Definitely. But we're looking good. I do have on my bike the LED headlamp option, and of course on the BMWs you've got a thumb switch right here that you can use to flash your lights, or you can push the button forward and that leaves it on high beam continuously. But pretty good. A little bit dirty right now, but I'm also using the Touratech LED light guard. So that's it. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this little project today. Something a little bit different, but on these cold days I wanted to do something to upgrade the lighting and visibility on my bike, and this was a super easy little project to work on. So again, hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Take care. So a little behind the scenes with regard to the camera equipment. I've used GoPro very heavily for 10 plus years, and really GoPro has been the pioneer in a lot of different things with the action cameras. However, I've gotten increasingly frustrated with some of the problems that I've run into with the GoPro. So I'm currently up to GoPro 11 and have used the GoPros pretty extensively for action cam in a number of different settings and also for motovlogging, but have been very disappointed and frustrated with a couple of things with the GoPro, primarily dealing with the GoPro freezing or locking up and overheating. Have typically used in the past the GoPro Media Mod, and I think the combination of the GoPro plus the Media Mod, even with the Enduro batteries, still generates a huge amount of heat, and then the battery life is really poor on them. With all of those things put together, I have started to look at different cameras, mainly to get good in-helmet audio on the action camera. And the solution that I've come to is really using the Osmo Action 5 Pro along with the DJI Mic 2 and using those in combination. And that really has a huge advantage and excellent sound quality with lots of different options, and plus you can also work on it in post fairly easily. So that was the main thing. However, as a bonus, the Osmo Action 5 Pro also has the capability to accept a second mic transmitter, which you can mount on the bike. And I'll be doing some videos on the bike about that. Been super happy with the performance of the camera and the microphone so far. So one of the other major advantages has to do with the battery life. So the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro comes with a new 1950 milliamp hour battery. And it also comes with the Adventure Kit with a really neat little battery case that will hold 3 batteries and will charge them simultaneously, and that really solves several different problems. And maybe the third major advantage for me is the mounting options for the camera. Has a really nice, the DJI has a really nice detachable magnet mount that comes on and off the mount very easily. And if any of you have attempted to work with the GoPro and the Media Mod to change a battery, you know exactly the problems that I'm talking about. And the DJI Action 5 Pro, you're able to change the battery very easily, and also to be able to detach the camera from a chin mount, for example, is super easy. So those are the reasons behind it. I had this project that I wanted to do on my bike, but this is also an excellent chance to use the DJI to be able to record that. I'd be interested in any comments or feedback that you might have about the video quality and the audio quality. And if you've had any issues in the past between using the GoPro Media Mod and heating and locking up. So take care.